So, guys, this is an impromptu episode that we just wanted to get together and talk about a couple things. Like Marquita said, I want to say we first started, we called it the back end, right?
The back end. Another episode. So we're going to do this right because y'all know my intros is lit.
Oh, my goodness.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to the PUE Experience Podcast Edition.
Yes.
This particular episode is one of our favorites. Is what we call the back end. Now, we all know pulling up, I'm going to come and see about you, but you know, when you really know how to drive, you can back on in. So we're going to come right back into it, right? And the thing that we want to focus on today was a lot about our journey. We all know we had a monumental milestone moment. It was low-key a mic drop moment. For the pull-up experience, we had the David Shans on, y'all, and that was like huge. But we had a full day. We had just a culmination of everything that we've been working so hard for, and we shared that end result with you guys, but we also would be doing you guys a disservice if we did not share the process with you. This has been a 2.5-year process of just building and growing.
I can't hit that enough.
Yeah,
bullhorn.
but we have, and the consistency, the focus, even when the half of us was taking a self-care sabbatical, we had the others definitely making sure they held it down, continuing to hold it down. But you guys know the pull-up experience has began June 2021. In COVID, y'all. We were in mask at our first event. And a lot of people don't know our backstory, or even if you do know, it's kind of like a side story. We never really share it on camera. So we definitely want to talk about how we got here, some of our successes, some of the things that we've learned on the way, and some of the hard lessons, obviously, because sometimes we take y'all to school, but we don't tell y'all school of the hard knocks. And it's a lot of stuff that we've done that we would never do again. So we're going to absolutely share that journey, or share this journey with you guys while we finally have all of us together and have some time to really go deep in it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because not too often we just talk amongst ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know me and Brittany did a couple episodes, and we talking about dating and whatnot, but it's a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? Because I really want to talk about some of, like you said, some things we've been through. Because, like, I remember going this thing like, collaboration over competition. Competition now. No, no, but we'll get into that because, like, now, I'm not going to lie to you. I see why people say they want to collab in our city. I see it now. Now, do I want to be part of the problem or be part of the solution? Now, that's why I battle with now. I'm not going to lie to you. So I'm like, all right, now. You know what I'm saying?
So let's go back. Let's go
way
back to the time.
Way back. Yeah, there you go.
So circa early June 2021. I get this message from somebody who's doing something in the city, and I ignore it for a little bit because it's in your message request. Gem number 1, look inside your request and your DMs, y'all. There is money there. There is opportunity there. There is everything you need there. A lot of it is spam, and you got to filter through. But 9 times out of 10, you're looking for that one time that's going to really change your life and transform you. So that is one thing I can say.
Okay.
My bro reached out, and pretty much the message went something to the effect of, hey, we got a great city. I like what you're doing in the city. I'm doing some things myself in the city. We need to come together and do something for the city.
Well, so I got a question. So this directs to you and Brittany. How do you cipher when someone wants business or someone just trying to like, hey, it's business disguised as me trying to get on or whatnot?
I go deeper with conversation. I think the best way to figure out somebody's true intentions, or even what they want, because a lot of people don't articulate what they want, even when it is business. So you have to ask probing questions to get the right question, and then I can let you know what the right answer is.
I was like a weirdo.
Well, you are a weirdo. That's first. But on top of that, we had a mutual friend, one of my clients, and turned good
Come on
friends.
now, say her name.
Genova Hill. She definitely put us together. She was actually episode 1. That's how tight we are with her.
That's facts.
But Genova told Brandon that I existed. He was like on some lives and seeing what we were doing just virtually because, you know, with the pandemic, a lot of us were at home trying to figure it out. Brandon was doing credit. Like, he wasn't only getting people houses. Anybody who wasn't qualified, he was making sure you felt comfortable and qualified enough on top of going to the house, on top of doing the virtual trips. Like, he was really out here. And he still is really out here. So shout out to you for once. But he was actually pretty dope. So she pretty much told me, like, hey, I think you guys would work good together. Probably the same thing she told you.
Yeah, she did.
But when I asked the question, it was like, okay, well, what do you want to do? I think it would be dope to do an event. At the time, Brandon was selling houses, which he still does. Shout out to Not Your Average Agent. Make sure you guys hit them up. Even if you ain't buying a house just yet, selling a house, need to get your credit together. Got an auntie, sister, mama, cousin, because we take it personal when we know that you got a housewarming party and you did not buy it from Not Your Average Agent. I'll be feeling away. So definitely support my bro. Right. Y'all know my pull-up game strong. Either way, he reaches out and I'm like, well, let's do an event. Let's do more so of networking. So one thing that we started off saying, which I think we can transform that a little bit, but we always started off saying we are introverts, social introverts. Like we can't start a conversation, but we'll keep that mug going.
Oh yeah, facts.
And it was all about networking because there were so many. Everybody to this day has events in the city.
Oh, yeah.
Networking events in the city. True. And a big problem with networking events.
Yeah, we started it.
And still, come on, trendsetters. No, seriously. But the biggest problem that we had with Cleveland was not enough dope people here in the city know enough or support enough other dope people in the city.
Absolutely.
And we were trying to come up with a way to fix that. My Beneficial Bay is all about relating a good business and operating a good business as a good relationship. So Brandon had the spaces, or at least the influence to get the spaces, because at that time he had 25K. So that's the only reason I really answered.
Y'all, I'm laughing because I know it's true. I know it's true.
Y'all know
I know it's true. And time out. I'm gonna take a story from here because I'm never say my side of the story. We hear your side. I'm telling my side. Let me tell y'all when I first meet these young ladies, right? So she comes in with all professional and whatnot, already intimidating. You know what I'm saying? Like Elle Woods and like Legally Blonde type ordeal. And just come in the spotlight, you know what I'm saying? Like, I own this joint, right? So I'm over there trying to make sure I got my stuff together and whatnot. And I remember her very first off top, Brandon, I've been in other partnerships. Get your stuff together. Off top, day one. I'm like, oh, dang, like, okay, all right. And she tells me about other collaboration. And I think that's something that just like a relationship, you got to do when you
collaborate. You got to know who's a good fit for you.
And set expectation, to be honest.
Exactly. Right. Tell them off top which you are and aren't going to tolerate.
I'm like, damn. This is great. All right. And this shared vision too, because when like you said, when we first started, we said, man, I know this person does great things. You know this person does great things. We knew Genova do great things.
Absolutely.
And we're like, man, there's not. And then it's also the thing. We had a shared love for social proof.
Absolutely.
We both watched David Shan's Social Proof podcast. Yes. And we're like, why is there not something like this in the city?
Yeah.
And that's literally, you want to talk about the birth of something, and I feel like people miss that. I feel like in relationships as a whole, when it comes to business and relationship as a whole, you don't have that kind of common denominator. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that thing that at the end of the day keeps y'all keep going? Because our passion behind elevating others, our passion behind creating something that's never been, because can I be real here?
Be honest.
It makes me so upset when other people are like, I want to interview entrepreneurs in the city. I'll be like, what? And like, it's not even the fact that you're trying to do it. It's like, dude, just
that wasn't your lane.
That wasn't your lane. Right?
Okay.
Be you. Like, come on now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's been there, done that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, oh, okay, all right. But I digress. We're gonna just express it. We're gonna just let it out. We're gonna just let the church say amen on this.
Amen.
You know? But I say all that to say it's like, that's why, because every time, I remember when Marquita took her hiatus and whatnot, took her sabbatical, and everybody like, man, where, you know, y'all do good business together when people ask where the other person's at and whatnot. And everywhere I go, they thought we was beefing.
They really thought like that we had broke up the family, like the Fat Boys broke up.
Right, no, like Dame and Jay or something like that. And like that, and I don't know why everybody assumed it'd be me or whatnot. Whenever anything, they're like, bro, what you do? Like, damn, why I have to do something?
They was calling like, hey, since you on break, I'm about to Melissa Ford you for real.
Oh damn, bro.
I had enough people like, hey, if you want to try something different.
Okay, all right.
So them in the video.
Okay, yeah, no.
But I would never leave home, y'all. Home is always gonna be home, and that's a credit to Brittany too, because you stepped in, you helped to persevere through this whole time of my self-care sabbatical, and I will take it again if I need it. But we got a great team, so that's another thing. Like I said, we started off. The goal was to intentionally network, and most people go to networking events. I'm going to stick with my same social circle, or I'm going to pass out my business card to anybody who will take it. They're going to take it, put it in their purse or their wallet, and they'll never actually use it. Yeah. So we were moving with intention, and I think with us moving with intention, we were able to pull it off. It was 2 weeks. We had a brand sponsor. We got Social Master.
Yes, sir.
And it was helping with like QR codes. It's like a credit card in your wallet. They scan it. They get all your information, Instagram, phone, everything. They were so big on supporting us because we were just trying to do
too. I mean, this is for like...
Before we blew up. This is our first event. In 2 weeks, we figured it out. And it was amazing. Like, it had got so big, we oversold it twice. So we had to extend the time that we had the place. And then it was just one big thing.
You can't be so many people can be in the room.
Yeah. And it just worked itself out. And there's so many people. So we did just like speed dating, 4 minutes. A minute talk about me, a minute talk about you. 2 minutes to figure out if I could use you or somebody I know could use you. Exchange information and switch. You know what I'm saying? And that has been our signature event.
Signature. I like that.
Yeah, that's true. Now, we had a couple people trying to bite us. I ain't forgot y'all. But yeah, it got to the point one time we saw another group that has since disbanded, but another group was doing speed networking. It was the funniest thing. And they like stole it so much that they forgot to take out our old venue that we did it. So they just copied and pasted everything we did and forgot to take our venue out. It was hilarious. Yeah, we pulled up on them for sure. Our pull-up game strong. So we pulled up. They obviously wasn't doing that. She called me up, was
like, Brandon, we're going
to meet
me.
And we met there. And we'll do it again, y'all. We love y'all. We will support and pull up. But, do your thing. We support you in who you are, not in who we are. However, it was great. And it got to the point where it's like you see that you're doing something good because other people are trying to emulate what you're doing.
Wow, that's true.
And it was at first frustrating. It still is frustrating because I know you should be flattered and all that. It gets frustrating because it's like, well, what is the point? Because if you wanted to do it or you felt like you could do it better, why is this your result? Like, and it's more of you guys, but you don't have the influence. Just because you have the attention doesn't mean you have the influence. And I started to realize how impactful our influence was. Right. We were able, 50th episode, most of our milestone episodes are huge deals. Our 50th episode, we were able to get Tower City to partner with us. That was a huge deal. Wow. And it was more so just conversations, talking to the right people, and making it our business to be in that room. And that was right at All Star.
Yeah, and we had alumni there too.
Yep.
Yeah, we had a lot. We
had all 50 or 48, 49 episodes before that, plus vendors. 2 of our vendors met that day. They're business besties to this day. As tight as they can be. Shout out to Candace and Sharita.
Yeah. They met there?
And Power. They met as we introduced. Me and you both said, you need to know this girl. And they talked to each other, they talked to us.
Yeah, they really did. They really
so
did.
shout out to Ruthie's List and the Power Brand.
Come on now. We did that.
We did that. But no, our biggest thing is making sure that we create a safe space, an honest space where dope people are introduced to dope people. And sometimes the dope person you get introduced to is yourself. I think our biggest gem that we have together is edification. Yeah. And we are big on pouring into people, making you see, or making sure that you know that I see this in you. Yeah. Whether you acknowledged it this morning when you woke up or on your way here. I don't know what kind of prayers you said in the car before we started recording, but this is why we wanted you here. We wanted to make sure that we introduce people to you, your story, your hood sometimes, and we've gotten such great people, and it's just so many in Cleveland. Look at how backed up we are. It's still 6 months out. Yeah. And it's so many great people, and that's a testament to our network. You guys make the pull up what it is, because it really wouldn't be nothing without who it is. And we lead in service. We don't lead in anything goes.
Yeah. I mean, we're not agenda, not with ego, not with pride, not with an alternate agenda.
Absolutely. It's really, how can we best serve you? How can how's your day? And whether the answer is good or bad, how can we make it better? Right. And that is a big thing that I think we've mastered as a pull-up experience.
I believe it's why God blesses us, though.
Absolutely.
Because like you said, like when I look back at all the things we accomplished, and people, they don't understand like how we able to do what we do, and it's not because it's out of our own right, it's because I believe we're doing God's will. I honestly believe that. You can't tell me you're not.
Absolutely.
And out of doing God's will, He sets the path before us.
I truly believe
Because
that.
and we don't talk about the David Shands thing because I got a question for Brittany before we get to there. But I just want to make sure we emphasize that because anything we accomplish, everyone's like, oh, they did it because they know somebody. Nope. We know the one who does it all.
That's the truth. And I'm glad you touched on that because I truly believe we've been blessed. And people think blessing is always just the big stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And we always look at the fruit, right? Like we always see the stuff that happens at the end of it, but nobody wants to talk about the roots or whatever. Mm-hmm. And it's like y'all don't understand what's underneath this, the stuff that you'll never see growing, continuously growing, that's building, real. And all that. And it's really just a byproduct of grace, mercy, and peace. We get grace, which is more than we deserve. Mm-hmm. We get mercy, which is less mess than we deserve. That's right. And we get the peace to just be okay with whatever comes. Whoever show up, whoever don't, whether it's 2 or 200, we are always going to provide that same experience. And a lot of that is just, it's a blessing for real. Just to even, how it all has come together. The fact that I even checked my DM. The fact that you had 25,000 made me actually look. It was dope though, but yeah, and even having that honest conversation because you could have walked away right there when I was like, "Don't waste my time."
I thought it was hilarious. Cause I'm like, "Oh, she for real about it or whatnot."
Yeah, I didn't want to waste any more time. I had done that, or I have been far enough down a path to realize it wasn't the right path, and I just didn't have the time or. Even if I had the time to waste, I didn't have the energy to waste. I would rather waste the money because you can always get that back. But like energy, and as much as you just have to preserve your peace and preserve like the special parts that make you you and able to pour into others, it wasn't worth it to me. And the fact that we had such an organic connection from the jump, and it's always been platonic. It's never been no weirdness or. Nothing like that.
I got 3 sisters, blood sisters and whatnot.
And my sisters too.
No. And like you and Genova though, like between the 2 of y'all, I'm like, I got more sisters than a little bit, y'all.
Sure do. And you better know it.
So I have a question for Brittany. Because Brittany, as y'all know, Brittany, what episode you come? You came around like what? I forget now.
I forget. You would think I remember. I know that the first interview was Irene Day, so we'd have to
okay.
Go, check the episode out because that's when you first see me, my premiere episode.
I think Irene was like 103.
No, Brittany was around for episode 100. No, it was 150 we did as a group.
You want to do this group? I'm saying.
I just missed y'all 100. I had to.
Yeah. So because Irene's like 103. Because I only reason I remember that because. Leading up to 100, I had everybody who had came on before say their piece about the pull up and whatnot. And I remember, and I was so stuck about that because like you could have told me no. You definitely could have. You know what I'm saying? And then,
what made you jump on and like, all right, I'm just gonna come every week,
and
all week?
I know. I want to say this, and this is another thing that I feel like guys call me to do because Brittany would tell you like she was like no, but like I feel like God. Tells me, but like calls me, but like, hey, reach out to this person right here. Because like Michelle, other people who've been a pull up, I've literally been like, hey, you know what I'm saying, and they could tell me that. You know what I'm saying, but I feel called by God to do certain things and whatnot. So I just wanted to put it out there because I'm definitely gonna push you to greatness. One way or another.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Now, usually I have something to say, but I'm going to give you that one.
He's not lying. And it actually aligned with the time that I was needing that because that was me actually stepping outside of my comfort zone and stepping outside my box. And I remember when you presented me with the idea before I think it really launched the way that it did with you guys. When you told me the idea, I said it's brilliant for you to, shine the spotlight on entrepreneurs. We were in my office. I'll never forget it. I said, Brandon, make sure you do it. You know what I mean? I remember backing you up. Now, I was just your support system back then, okay? I had no idea what was yet to come because then you asked me to be a guest on the Perfect Series, episode 27. And
shout out to Nick and
Nick. Yep, that's
true. We fired Nick in the same episode.
Right, Nick ain't let me talk, but that's all right. I'm gonna do over one of these days. I'm gonna be toes, so that's all right. Yeah. The episode 27, being a guest, thought all was done, and then you come back later. You asked me to be on one episode, I thought, as a co-host, and I said, "Ooh, that's different," because I'm not used to talking. All right. So I did it, and then next thing I knew that there were 2 more on that Tuesday that I was unaware of. So you're pushing it. I literally told you that. I said, you're pushing it. And before I knew it, he was like, pretty please, could you also do that following Sunday? So before I knew it, I was just a reoccurring actress / co-host on the Pull-Up Experience, and I ain't left yet. So no, but it's been a pleasure though. It's been great. It inspired me. I know that it was nothing but God. It aligned with what God was pushing me to do, because in that same, I was going through a lot personally, but that was also God pruning me. That was God shifting my mindset and telling me, Brittany, you got to be uncomfortable. And this was one of those uncomfortable moments that I'm like, okay, God, if it presents and it aligns right with what you have me to do, you have my yes forever. And that was my yes that I gave you, because I mean, what would be the harm in doing something that is positive? It's shining nothing but positive, for our entrepreneurs here in the city of Cleveland. So of course I say yes, and I will continue to say yes, because I gave God my yes back in that time frame. So
that's good.
Yeah.
I must say, you must have dope people, because I remember. I remember we had Larissa on. She like.
First time I cried on the episode.
Yeah.
First time I cried.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
I rewatched just to see what happened.
And not just that, we have Pastor Judah and his wife on. I feel like I'm an OG now, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I've been doing the podcast thing for a little bit of time, you know what I'm saying? And I'm watching her, you know what I'm saying? And she genuinely, Brittany's like,
oh, Brittany is the audience on camera. She for sure just be like,
I just had a notepad. They had a mistake of giving me the button, but I'm so busy absorbing, I ain't paying no attention to that button.
Yeah.
And mind y'all, that's why I never over here by me.
No, but I will say this, because you and I want to harp on with collaboration. You can't collaborate with everybody.
True.
Absolutely.
You cannot collaborate with everybody. And as we'll talk about it. We'll talk about how with some people egos are involved.
Absolutely. Selfishness is involved. I don't do selfishness.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. I think that's
chasers.
Cloud chasers? Oh.
Yeah.
Candace, give me my butt.
Take it.
That's real.
I can attest to that. Cloud chasers, you on my podcast. Cloud chasers, yeah.
So I have a thing about Brandon, because Brandon is the Paula Abdul of the group. Usually we have Nakia here. Nakia is our Randy Jackson. They say I'm Simon.
You are Simon,
but for good reason. But for
all
good
the way
reason.
through.
You gotta have that balance.
No, that's a fact. Cause I'm like, so we're South.
You're going to Hollywood,
right?
No, you're not.
And she be the one in the group message like,
yeah, I sure. And we'll get to typing.
Oh my Lord.
And this is one of the things I said about collaboration. If you collaborate with somebody, don't collaborate just of course you want to collaborate like-minded, but don't collaborate with someone who's just like you. That makes no sense. Where's the growth in that?
Absolutely.
And I'll give this credit for her, and she can't see this and whatnot. But Marquita does challenge me though. So I will give her that. She's like, all right, Brandon, and Marquita's like a drill sergeant. She's like, all right, drop and give me 50.
I made him redo one camera thing 4 times. No, he has not gotten over.
No, you ain't never lied. She's like, better. Throw it. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate it, because my camera game is strong now.
Look at you now.
Listen, strong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If you listen to other stuff.
We'll work on other stuff. One thing at a time.
Yeah,
one thing at a time. Baby steps. You know what I'm saying? But I say that to say is that get someone who, if you're not strong in the area, they will either you will rise to the occasion, you won't fall by the wayside, but nonetheless you need that. Because what builds muscle? Resistance, right?
Pulling up.
You know
what I'm saying? So, yeah, your friends, and even if you're not friends, your collaborations should have a pull-up effect on you. Wherever I am, I'm not going by myself. And wherever you are, I'm not leaving you there. And vice versa.
Speaking of, remember when we went to the network event at Tower City? Where did we meet Beth there?
No, we met her.
After that.
Yeah.
I met.
No, we did. At the entrepreneur thing. Shout out to, it was Core.
It was women in real estate.
Women in real estate.
Because Wire.
That's what it was. Okay.
And I remember, and I bring it up because I said, Marquita, I need you to come with me or whatnot, right? And Marquita does this thing like, have you met Brandon? You know? And it's like you said, like you need someone who's going to help you because I'm like, back then.
Well, we dominated that room.
Yeah. Facts,
we killed that room.
I think from that time we had
Beth,
Joy,
Maurice, Joy.
Yeah.
We had so many people just from us organically.
Wow, just being.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't like we're not conversation starters, but in those rooms, I wasn't in real estate, so it didn't matter.
Right. She mine.
Yeah, I pulled up and man, we killed it. I forgot about that.
Yeah, no. I remember that. But I said to say is like you came with me though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And once again, like your strength, you was like, "Hey, you met Brandon? Brandon does."
Yeah, man, he gonna take it from here.
Right, exactly.
This is the guy.
And you need that. You need that. Absolutely. That's why I say like.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. I listen. I know me and you joke all the time. You know what I'm saying? Me and you joke too much sometimes. I'm like,
because he be hurting my feelings.
No, I don't.
I know y'all think I don't have feelings.
Stop it, man. But that's why I say I give you credit where credit's due. You know what I'm saying? Like. I can't say I work with a lot of, not say I work with a lot of people, but I work with a couple people and whatnot. And I say this business partnership, friendship has been very beneficial. You lift your name.
All right.
Can I get the clip? What time it is?
But no, honestly,
but and vice versa. Like it's been mutually beneficial.
Yeah,
I do feel like that. You my bro for sure.
Yeah,
but
because I damn sure call you. I'm like, hey, when the hell are you coming back?
Yeah. If I'm in my like feelings, Brandon will call and pull me out of it, and vice versa.
Oh yeah.
If we in our feelings about something, I hope you ain't over there sliding down the wall like R&B music. Get up.
How many times you call me on that though?
and be for real.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
But that's real friendship, and
Absolutely.
I think, like you said, that knowing your balance and knowing your balance probably comes again from a real introspective part. Mm-hmm. We have been so far individually that we knew what we were really great at, but we also knew areas of improvement, and we were able to accept that we had growth opportunities and understand that somebody else can help me grow. And I think that has helped. And look at how many people we have just really helped in their journey. Look at Lavelle. Look at Arlo. There's so many people who have started this journey with us. And
I forgot about
to
Lavelle.
collaboration.
I forgot about Lavelle. That's all bad.
I forgot about
And his family.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gaming.
But to be honest, we are also good at process improvement. So we are immediately after something going back to say, okay, this was dope. First of all, where do we go to keep this momentum going? But also, where are we never going again? And that has been a big part of us because everybody wanted to be a part of your circle. Right. And your circle is dope as long as if I move to the right, my circle moves to the right. If I move to the left, my circle moves to the left. The problem becomes if I'm trying to move right or left and y'all are stationary, now you're my cage. You're not my circle no more. And I got to break from you. So we have been very good at identifying cages versus circles, whether they're round or not, and finding a way to escape those barriers and boundaries because it'll bring you down and you don't even realize it.
No, that's real.
That is.
And this is why another thing I'll say because, and this is not being boastful. This is not us being victim of our own hubris or whatnot. We have got to a point in our journey that now not saying everybody, let me say everybody, but they see the work,
the value.
They see the value, and now we have got to a place where now we have to be selective.
You do.
Absolutely.
With who we collaborate with, because just because you doing this and doing that doesn't align with what we're doing.
Yes.
Doesn't align with our vision. Doesn't align with what we're trying to pursue.
And our messaging.
That's
exactly.
Good. That's good.
Because like I said, and after this David Shands thing, hey, you've been hitting my phone now. I'm sorry. I'll get to you when I get to you because now in this part of our journey, we want to move to the next level. We just can't just go anybody.
It is, and one thing to piggyback off what you just said. When we first started, we always talked about the same 7 in the city. Yeah. And it was the same 7 faces that you always saw doing something. Mm-hmm. You know if it's an event or some type of honor or something, it's going to be these 7 people, and they are a gang. They ain't messing with nobody. They gonna say, yeah, what's up? They gonna act like they gonna hit you back. They're not. And what's so crazy, a lot of them, we are very much industry disruptors because a lot of them, we had to try to beg. I mean,
Well,
I'm reaching
talking
out to
about-
you, your wife, your husband, your cousin, your hairdresser. Can you get them on the show?
Wow.
And they would be like, oh, I'm going to get to y'all. I'm going to get to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe episode, if it even took 27.
No, I want to say around after. I want to say a little bit after 50. 50 is when
No.
No, you don't think so?
It was 20 something or 30
You think it's 20?
Yeah, before I got COVID. For sure. That's when people started reaching out like, oh, I like what y'all doing. I see what y'all doing. I want to get a part of it. And it's the same people. I had to beg you. Now you're trying to figure out how you can collaborate.
You want to shoot in the gym. That's all I think about.
And that's huge. And the people who we used to really ask, like, hey, we see what you're doing. You might not have a lot of following or anything, and they only want to deal with the same 7. Like, if it wasn't the same 7 or a bigger name or money. That's another big thing I want to talk about when it comes to collaborations over competition within the city of Cleveland specifically. Not enough people understand value. So I think people equate money with value off top, which money does have a value, but it's not the ultimate value, especially if nobody knows you exist. And if all we know about you is that you're money hungry, it pushes people away from wanting to do anything or be in your presence, come to your events, watch your show, anything, right?
Right.
The thing that has set us apart is we are big on back end money. Front end,
Right.
We're making investments.
yeah,
That's right.
We're not gonna lose no money. We might not make no money, but as long as we don't lose no money, we all right.
All right.
So if we
And
did
the relationships we get from that, you know what I'm saying, have been
invaluable.
and measurable.
There's so many ways that we have leveraged relationships just to
That's
save on cost. Whether we built on profit or not, but we've always saved on
Never
cost.
lost.
So there has been so many people who don't understand how could y'all get that? How did y'all swing that? There has not been a dime Brandon or me have spent, whether it's a ring light or a microphone. We very rarely do event spaces and things like that because we get so much love from us being just genuine. And I think a lot of people don't understand how to navigate spaces where you're not in your worker mentality. Now you're in your boss mentality. So you have to make operational decisions that make the most sense for your business.
But this I think a lot of people don't understand. They got to come from a place of value. If you don't come from a place of value, how can you contribute to anything that you're doing?
That is true.
You like you're coming to me, but the value you bring is nothing.
Lackluster.
Yeah.
Even if you do have something. So I'm big on systems. Y'all know I'm huge on sales funnels, systems, getting your ish together, right? And I teach it every dang on day. This is how you do it. This is the app you need. This is the script that you use. Blah, 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 blah. So when people go through the motions of wanting to be in charge of the system, I'm good on self-care. I'm going to let you do it. But if you're going to do it, you got to do it right.
I've literally seen her do that.
Because I'm gonna have, if I got to clean up after you, you're going to hear my mouth. I also don't I don't like when people will have like a system in place. So let's say you have an email list or something basic, right?
Right.
And then when it's time to email the people, you give us something basic. Because what did I need you for?
Right.
This is embarrassing because our people don't know this of us. And now you're tarnishing our brand.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you could only respect the fact that this is taken away from you now. Thank you, but no thank you.
Yep.
And this is how we do it. And I will definitely put your email on there so you can see how it's supposed to be done. But we're going to do it correctly or we're not going to do it at all.
All right. Amen to that.
But time out. Caveat to that, because I think this is why me and you really rock so hard, because me and you had the same mindset, like perfection be damned.
Yes. No, we're being, and now I'll give y'all some money, and even though I just said about money, but I will give you some money tips. Perfection is intimidating.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are perfectionists, and I always say perfection is the prettiest way to say I'm a procrastinator. Period. I can't do it, but now I can't do it because it ain't perfect, right? You wasn't never going to do it no way. And what you do, your version of perfect, you don't understand is still not perfect until you get in the motion and work the kinks out.
That's right.
Perfection is intimidating. Don't operate in perfection. Operate in excellence. Be great at what you do. I'm good for, if I send you something or y'all go look at any of my posts, my emails, I need at least one typo. Just so you can see I'm still human.
That's right.
It wasn't no chat GPT. I did it myself.
You taught me that. I'll give you that.
Big facts. Because people are more receptive to working with you and growing with you. People don't want to feel like they the little homie when they growing with you.
Right.
Even if I am your little homie and I need your mentorship, I want to feel like we're here together. I don't want to be like this.
Yep.
People don't like that, and
when
that's
I
huge.
remember when we first started the podcast, it was literally just mistakes on top of mistakes on top of mistakes. But you never was like, you were like, put it out. I'm like, hell yes, put it out. And the progression since then,
I
you
feel
know
like
what
you're just trying to clear your throat.
No,
Okay,
no,
because
no,
you was given 6 minutes to get fresh. What was that about?
No, I was being sick, guys, something in my throat.
Oh, I thought you were trying to say like, oh, she messing up.
No.
We know that editing just got good.
No, but I said, you're right. But you go back and watch our first episode, it was no lighting. It was a broken ring light. It was
the dogs. The one episode with the dogs, and I'm scared of dogs. I am terrified of dogs. We had pit bulls.
I'm not
at
sure
our
what
feet.
episode it is. Go look for the episode because it's
Carbe, I want
hilarious.
to say she's like 4 or
Don't
5.
tell them. Don't tell them.
Go and look.
No,
It's
look.
our
Let 'em
first
investigate.
one.
It is dogs literally in
Y'all, I was trembling, and I'm scared of dogs. And they real, like, junkyard dogs. Like, oh my goodness gracious.
Oh my
That made
God, I forgot
heart
about
palpitate.
that.
Oh my
Oh, I
goodness
forgot
gracious.
about that,
But
yeah.
we waited through. We've done
Yeah.
Airbnbs for Airbnb hosts.
Yeah.
Like you said, Brent used to have like a little rinky dink light. I had to go buy him a light so he could get it together.
Oh my God.
It was.
We gotta start somewhere.
He did not have to start there, and I told him not to start there.
Well,
He
listen,
ain't
listen.
But he learning. He learning.
I'm
Now
learning.
look at you now.
I know.
I'm too-
We got
in the
two
front,
phones.
next to the back.
We got 2 phones. I don't know which one to look at. Okay.
Y'all, come on now. But I say all to say, but it's real though
But
because
growth, yeah.
growth. And I and you want to add if you ever ask me what is y'all's best episode, I will never tell you it's the one because it's the one where it was a genuine conversation
Yeah.
and the conversation I feel like is what made the episode.
When we all cried.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's still my favorite to this day, and we have done so many amazing people.
Yeah, I listen.
Only
And,
person
What
that
episode was y'all all great?
we know
You gotta go watch.
What's the
we know who the real who
Yeah.
the real viewers are. Y'all gotta watch it, but we all had to
some real
step
kumbaya.
back and take a like we had to break, hug, cry, like everybody. We had tears,
Yeah.
and that was such a genuine moment. I think I also love how we always get the exclusive. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if it's here. It's the first time they've ever said it.
Yeah, no.
I usually don't say this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say
Right.
it.
I don't do this. So.
Yeah, we get the exclusive. The fact that we get people, and we get first timers.
Yeah.
And people
Yeah.
are comfortable enough to have their first experience
Yeah,
with us.
absolutely.
And they like, our first experience going to be the pull-up experience.
And you know what? And I never want to get too jaded or get too far along our journey where you like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, no.
yeah.
That's the authenticity that comes from just our city. And a lot of times, the only reason you're not there yet is because not enough people know you exist. A big thing with Cleveland is the lack of support. Usually, enough people just didn't know you existed. So when it comes to the lack of support, it's usually you are trying to sell to your family, sell to your friends, sell to your immediate circle. Those people aren't even in your target audience. You know what I mean? Like, even if we're all Gates, right? All of us are the Gates family. We all we all light skinned. We all got big ears. We all got big mouths. You know what I'm saying? But everyone is different, right?
Steve gonna watch this. You watching Steve. I know you watching Steve. Get on her later, man.
I ain't say no names. I didn't say no names. This is hypothetically, y'all. Hypothetically. But one might be vegan. One might love steak. One might not. Might be somewhere with chicken. So one might be a Christian. The other one might be a non-believer at all. So there's so many things that make your target audience, and I don't think people target enough and reach out to their intended audience. They don't get enough, and if you're going to have a broad, everybody's my customer because I haven't figured out what my target is, you have to be on a platform where people are actually watching, people are actually supporting, people are actually viewing, so that more people can know you exist and then begin to reach out. They're going to check the show notes.
But that's why I think the political experience is not only needed, and that's not even being because we're here and we're on it, but because we solve those problems.
Absolutely.
We solve all
people
those
start
problems.
businesses to solve problems, and that's a huge problem that we solve. Just exposure.
Having a platform for just that very reason.
And organic exposure. We're not here to put you down. We're not here to provide a space for you to
We're
get your
not
Cat
Shannon Sharp
Williams. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to have that moment here. And even when you come with that energy, you're never going to leave with that energy.
Talk about it, yeah.
So we had one episode, and I think this person had been through so much in the city that they was ready to, this was way before Cat Williams and Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
And this was one of my sabbatical. I came off sabbatical to come to this episode. And
you know it's good skin when
it was.
better,
I was looking forward to it because I know how amazing this person is, and I have been knowing this person since my college days. I have been hearing about him, knowing that they was from my city, and they graduated before me or whatever. Either way, when that person came, that person was so on 10, like, oh yeah, I'm ready, let's go, ask me whatever, because we're always asking, we try to be respectful of the guest. Is there something you definitely want to talk about, some things you definitely don't want to talk about? It's whatever, ask me, go ahead, let's get to it. And from the time we pushed play the first time, we shifted the room. Even that person just felt the flowers because we just kept showering them. This is who I see you as. These are the things I remember about you. That's one of my favorites too. Yeah. We have some really amazing people. And speaking of amazing, our milestones. So our first interaction when I'm like, hey, don't waste my time. This lady, and shout out to her, I will never remember her name. I know she was an identical twin because we heard that after the fact. We were at the Umbar. Shout out to the Umbar. And that's where we had our first event. So we met up there to kind of walk through the space 2 weeks before we had planned this event.
You gotta go back to Umbar, by the way.
We absolutely need to go back.
We gotta interview them because they
Quiet as kept. Umbar is our episode 0.5.
Yeah. The prequel.
Yeah, the prequel to everything.
That's facts.
But we sat down and we had such organic conversation that the lady who sat with is set up like a coffee shop almost. She didn't, it was plenty of place to sit, but she wanted to sit with us, so she sat with us. And she was like, y'all need to be recording this. So halfway through I think we did pull out our phone and do like a voice memo or something. Yeah. But she kept saying like, y'all need to do one of them things, talk about the podcast. Y'all need to really be on camera because what y'all saying is good and da-da-da-da. And it just, part of that, it hit. And Brandon said, before we even met up though, he did say, I want to be the Dave and Donnie of Cleveland, which is that Social Proof podcast host. And of course, we're both followers. We love the show, period. So I knew who it was. I knew everything. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know about that. Let's get to the event first. Let's just get to the event first.
I don't know about that.
I was trying to be AJ and Free. You know what I'm saying? At one point, I used to work I loved AJ and Free, and because they operated in their greatness, I knew we could never be them without being the second version of them. We will definitely be and we have mastered being the first version of Marquita and Brandon for sure.
That's right.
But I was like, well, anything, AJ and Free. Like, if you come to the city, you got to come through here, or was you really here?
That's true. For my 80s babies, y'all. Sorry.
Yeah, so
sorry,
that
Gen
was
Z.
Man, that was
for y'all time.
Yeah, it was a big thing.
Yes.
But the fact that we sat down that day. And we wrote down this list of people who we want. Like, we had a hit list. We gonna have Dave and Donnie on our show. We're gonna have this and this and that on our show. Because we were just dreaming together. I think dream building is a lost art. Whether it's personal or professional or whatever. Nobody sits and dreams together. You have your plan of what you want for your life. I have mine. And I've been working for it so long that now it's just, I want you to fit. Like, I just need you to show up on wedding day with my ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, honey, what are we doing? And isn't it in alignment? So we dreamed so big together. The same 7, they were on our list. We've got them. Everybody on the list, up to and including David Chance. Wow. We have. Like, it's time for a new list.
Dang, it really is time for a new list. Mayor Bibb, stop playing.
Yeah, come on, Houston. Yeah, you've been
come on, Trinity High School alumnus.
I look at he's like the last person on the list now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. This
was before they won. They were still competing against each other.
Yeah, no, you're right.
We wanted the 3 of them. It was Justin Bibb, Bashir, and Zachary. All 3 of them were running for the mayoral race. And we was like, ooh, we're so glad we are not Cleveland proper because they got a big decision to make. But either way, it would have been great, whoever they chose. Yeah. And we have at least had some form of support or them actually on our podcast. Yeah. But they've either been at an event on our podcast, which is reposted, something
of that nature.
It has been an amazing journey. And it's all about growth, understanding what your purpose is.
Come on.
And then staying in purpose, because that's one thing I will give you. Now, pause the video. Y'all might want to screen record it because it'll never happen again. But I will give you a flowers on perseverance, bro, because it was a time where all of us was like, I'm not making it. So Brandon is a very, very, very serious control freak.
Oh my
And
God! Did you say that?
He will take your schedule. Like, it doesn't matter what you thought you were doing. If you're going to get paid, if you had a class, if you had to go to like a 9 to 5 type of job, if you have kids, if you have somebody you're entertaining romantically. Brandon is very big on my time is my time. So we gave Brandon time. We gave him set schedules, and then he would still deviate from that.
Man.
So we were at first doing Tuesday and Thursday, one episode. We then grew to Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. I blame y'all because everybody wants to be on the pull-up experience, and we were running out of like at first we were only like 3 months behind.
Right.
Then somehow, like by episode 10, we were at like 6 months behind.
Right.
By the time we got to 20,
that's one. It's
it was it.
It's like we go to church. You go to church, and then it passed like, oh, a lot of people 9 o'clock service, so we got to do another service.
Yeah.
And then the other service gets full. You like, we got to do another service.
Is that why you dress like?
Oh man.
Is that why you dress like this? Like they youth pastor. That makes
That's funny.
sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're real funny.
Let the church say amen.
But so this is what I would say to that is that at that time when we first started, you right when we first started,
we were knocking them out. We had got so bad that everybody, including myself, was like, no, this is the day. So then he started to double up. So then we had 2 on Tuesday, 2 on Thursday, and still every other Sunday. And it had gotten to the point
yeah, I get that.
where we were all like, oh my goodness, just a quick break. Just a quick break. Because it was a hobby still. Like we did monetize early. I'm not going to say that we hadn't monetized, but it wasn't enough to be splitting a check so many ways. So, oh, Lordy. When I will say is God got jokes. So you ask for a blessing, He's going to rain down on you, but when it rains, it's going to pour. And you just have to be ready to weather that storm. And one thing I will give you, little Noah, you made that little boat and you stuck with it. Y'all done came 2 by 2. Okay.
It's funny.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, that's funny. But
I did what y'all need to do.
This is what I was saying, and I will tell this to anybody, is that consistency beats out talent any day of the week.
Absolutely.
I don't care. You can be the best podcast in the world. And then you know what? I'll say I know some great podcasts. And then I make it past the episode.
Here in Cleveland, y'all are amazing. And better lighting, better
lighting. We talking about full production.
Yes.
Cameras and everything. I'm like, oh my God.
There are some amazing podcasts. And shout out to everybody who's doing something.
Facts.
Period. Because even though we're all kind of in the same arena or same space, everybody found their lane and kind of roll with it. At least to like episode 6. Now, some of y'all realize that this wasn't your ministry.
It wasn't it. Yeah, this wasn't
and I get it because it's tough.
Yeah, it's not for the weak.
Yeah, it's really not.
Not for the weak. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, they don't tell you that. It's just like get a short mic and keep it moving. Yeah.
No.
Just turn it on and it'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. And you got to go through the motions because you get the Canon, you get the mics, you get the background. You're like, oh, I'm gonna sit on this wall with this curtain. It's gonna be good. Yeah, you spend that money and then you like, wait a minute.
Right. You like, what the hell do I do?
Right.
Is Walmart hiring?
Yeah, no. And that's why, and if anything I learned from the greats, I'm a big Steph Curry fan. And I remember he said in an interview, he was like, I will be in the gym just shooting threes 4 or 5 hours straight to the point to where he can shoot a 3. He could just do like this without looking. I'm like, he's like, because I was consistently doing it to where it became muscle memory. Man, I can set this thing up, be done like 20 minutes. Give me 15.
Yeah, because it used to take us forever, y'all.
Yeah, no, facts. And then
shout out to everybody who stuck with us from the beginning. Because y'all know, like, episode 1 to, like, it was a minute. It was a minute before we figured it out. And even still, we're still figuring it out.
We're still figuring it out, absolutely.
Oh, my gosh. Shout out to all our day ones because we got some real live supporters. Events, podcasts, whatever we're doing, they pull up.
Yeah.
And it's really just a love.
And you know what? And I remember when we had David, and we were at the Midtown Tech Hub, right? And I'm literally just standing there, and I'm just in this room. This room is packed with people standing up.
Standing room only.
And like just knowing, like, oh,
we did that.
Like, you know, right. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like this is the. Not saying like this is the amalgam of what we did.
It definitely was the amalgamation of every effort. It made it so worth it just to see it. Even people and take for whatever it is, because pull up on me. But seriously, there were so many people who had the opportunity to grow with us
Yeah.
and passed on that opportunity that could not help but to be in that room.
But what the scripture say? What the scripture say that I will make a
Prepare us a table in the presence.
Oh, yeah, ooh.
I know the Lord now.
Oh,
He know me too.
The last, the first be last, the last will be first.
No,
Yeah.
come on now, and I'm saying that to be boastful or nothing like that.
No, but it gave you that actualization. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? This is why. All those long nights, all them extra hours, all the lost footage. Like, let's not talk about the times that we were recording. So we thought. And you can't recreate the magic.
You cannot.
You get one
Shout out
shot.
to Nakia. Nakia always says she over here to do her episode.
Yes. Nakia was our, now that was probably my favorite episode. She was our favorite episode. Her first one that never has seen the light of day.
Never seen the light of day.
She made us delete it. But she also became our co-host that night.
Did y'all really delete it?
Well, we ain't got it.
No, because this is why I tell any newbie, right? Make sure that
That your camera is on.
the camera's on.
And then we still stayed with her till midnight.
Isn't that more
Her
embarrassing?
thing was at 6 o'clock.
Oh my Lord.
We talked to her all night long.
Yeah.
We did not want to leave, for real.
Yeah, and it's like you said, can't recreate the magic, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Because you like, anyone we recorded, you like, we're gone. Like, conversation's gone.
It was that good, man.
And we're like,
so now we record, once we're on the phones, we record on airplane mode.
oh yeah, absolutely.
So if it's an emergency, call 911 because it's never happening again.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah, we had to reel that in.
Yeah, and these are the pains that they tell you when you go through a certain pain, you remember that pain. You never want to experience that again.
Oh
That's
my
a fact.
goodness, that was a huge fact.
That's a fact.
We have had the opportunity, and then just being blessed with Nakia. She came to our event. She agreed to do her episode. She was episode 5 originally. She agreed to do her episode, and from her one episode, we at least have about 70 more people. Just off of her influence and impact in the city.
But that's God though, for real, because
Yes.
I remember that night I texted you like, hey.
Yeah, we was like, should we get her flowers? What should we do? Because we have to get her on. And she was like one of those that was more reserved. Like, I'm not doing that. I didn't want to do this, but I don't do that camera stuff. I'm not doing that. And she, before we could even get to her with these flowers, she reached back to us saying, you know what, y'all, I'm going to do it. Like, let's just try it. We'll see. And she been stuck with us ever since.
Stuck with us ever since, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like so I'm a big Marvel fan, and I love Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyone's watched it, please watch it.
Oh, are you Groot?
I'm not Groot. I am Star-Lord, by the way.
Wait a minute.
You know?
That's probably my favorite, actually.
But like, I feel our team is like a rag. We're like a ragtag group. You know what I'm saying?
Rag.
It's not like rag, but no. Time out. I'm saying like, you know what I'm saying? Because we are individually in our own.
No, for sure,
in our own
absolutely,
lane.
individually,
But we come
great,
together as a
collectively
team.
amazing.
Because like we are a ragtag group. Okay, don't try to steal my knowledge. Just talk about something. Everybody say Avengers.
Avengers, but we are Avengers.
No, we are the Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, man, don't steal my knowledge.
I feel like Guardians.
But I
Well,
say,
either way, we saving,
I don't want to be that great
saving
girl.
everybody. We saving lives.
but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and like when we come together, it's always a good time, and we, you know what I'm saying, and we collectively are saying we all are in our purpose of
Big facts.
of trying to do something the city's never done, and the fact that now, like you said, people try to emulate it. They could try, but how successful are they in doing it? And it's either my favorite movie all the time is State Property, and one of my favorite live state properties is like either you get down or lay down.
If you lay down, you better stay down.
And I said to say is like at this point with us, it's like you might try to think you doing something against us, you know what I'm saying? And Bob, keep trying, right? But either what happens, you come in, you like, man, I got to join them. It's either
Yeah, and eventually, even then when you don't, it's only funny because it's true. What's crazy is you have the opportunity, you pass the opportunity, and then it's like, I gotta find a way to still get in. Like, I just want to dip my baby toe in. I just want to like be in the picture. Can I? No. And I don't like that. I feel like a lot of people are opportunistic.
Yeah.
And then they're also obtruse. Like, you're just in the way.
Ooh, all right, we'll look that up later on.
Okay.
Truth,
I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah.
I know you can't spell.
Vocabulary.
Right, I'm like,
Wait a minute.
But no, that's true. Their entire entitled. They're egotistic.
Yeah.
There's so much.
Now, wait, did you learn that from this David Shancy bit, or you realized that even before the big
Oh,
event?
definitely before. When
Okay.
I realized that when they put that caption on, it didn't take our old menu off.
Right.
And you know what?
That's
And then-
still
and then-
And I called Brent. I called and text Brent like, I don't care what you're doing. This is what you have on your list. We're going, and we're going to pull up.
Yeah.
And we went straight over. And then when they were like, ha ha, you guys made it. Ha ha, we did.
Right.
What y'all doing? And then they stopped they never actually did it because they couldn't successfully put it together. They didn't realize the concept. Like, they understood what we were doing, but they couldn't figure out how to logistically make it work for the space that they had.
You know that friend you had that you be like, I know I not tell her this because I know she's gonna be with
Right,
it.
yeah. It's like your friends that be down for the,
No, Mark,
whatever.
Marquise.
And go stay.
Marquise is the one who's already on 10, and then you should go to 11, and you be like, man, look at this right here.
We came right to the, because it was like a couple weeks after our wire event.
Wow.
Have you met Brandon? Oh, he got 25K. So I know y'all thought this was something. They don't even have 25 collectively. So have you met Brandon? Oh, you want to be part of Pull Up? Pull up on us. But yeah, we went. We definitely went. We had a good time. And we will still support people. Like, because even from that, I think they learned we're not able to do that again. But every time they did something, if they reached out to us and asked us to be a part of it, we made sure that we put it in the schedule to be there. We always do that. We will repost you guys. We will support you guys.
Absolutely.
We will send our guests your way, even though a lot of people don't even give us the opportunity because they'll just go try to take them. But anything that you are doing, our biggest thing is support. Especially Paula here, collaboration over competition every day, right?
I don't know. I'm more competition nowadays.
And now I feel like there is no competition, and no diss to nobody. I love y'all and I love what y'all doing for y'all. But what's for us is always gonna be for us. You know what I mean? So we don't even have competition at this point. It's all collaboration because competition happens at the bottom. I said it all the time. People who are competing against each other are the people at the bottom because at the top they're finding a way to work together so we all can grow, we all can build. So if you're still talking about competing, you're not where I'm at because competing is like where the players are on the floor. I'm in the box, the skybox with the owners. You know what I mean? Like either way, I get paid. I don't care who wins. You know what I mean? Either way, I'm getting some money.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm getting what I needed to get from here. Either way, all of these seats is filled. So if y'all compete all y'all want to, it don't matter really who win or lose because I'm the ultimate winner. Yeah. And that's kind of how I feel about the competition. Another thing I want to say about this East Coast versus West Coast beef.
I like the way you flipped your hairline before I get started. When you flip my hair.
No. But
East Coast, West Coast.
I think a big thing is that whole, people aren't dealing with us. People don't support. You're not doing nothing. Because to be honest, if you were doing, I'm saying like if they were actually enacted, like in the action of doing versus the ideal stage. Because people stay in their ideas, got amazing ideas. Better than what we doing more than likely, but the reason we'll win is because it's gonna stay in their head. They're gonna stay in their head about it. They're never going to actually pursue it.
No. I think my thing. I always follow the handle. I was like, let's do it,
Yeah.
and figure out later.
yeah.
That is something. Jump off the porch. That's what
yeah. Oh yeah. I'm always jump off the porch type person, and she'll get home and she'll be like. But you know what? And that's what I give you credit and whatnot. You'll jump off the
porch. I gotta put my seatbelt on to be a rider.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. I want to see how far the distance is before I jump off. If your friends jump off a bridge, well, is they at the bottom? Like, can I land on the friends so I can soften my blow? Like, I'm trying to figure out how we gonna make it work where I'm not stressing.
No, that's real. And like I said, and I don't joke around saying competition. I don't think God has it in my heart to be in the competitive.
Oh, we know.
Yeah, you real funny. But I would say that it makes me upset sometimes because when we weren't at the level that we were at, we were, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we reach out to people. It's not like, because that's what you do.
We really tried to really include people. We wanted to all grow together. And what we quickly found out, everybody don't want that. They don't want to grow together. They want to outgrow you. Or they want to see you doing good but not better than them. Exactly. And even all the way up into and including last week, you'll have people who want to do it together, right? But you're not putting in what we put in. You're not putting out what we put out. And then when you finally are able to show up and do whatever it is that you master or that your lane, you took your lane for you. That I don't like selfishness.
Yeah.
Now, if anything I do, whether I cuss you out in the chat or not, when it comes to business, I handle good business. When it comes to sponsorships, collaborations, whatever, nobody who's not in our personal chats, whenever I have a chat with Brandon and a chat with Pull Up and a chat, a separate chat with just a couple other like OG Pull Ups, and at each level they get a different level of Marquita. For
I'm about to
sure.
say, I get the Kendrick.
Brandon hear it all, but Brandon is also my safe space. I can say what I want to say because he gonna tell me what he want to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you get a different level presented because we're always going to be a united front. Mm-hmm. I'm never going to be more than you or vice versa. If I put my picture up and my business up, I'm going to put your picture and business up.
Mm-hmm.
If I promote myself, I'm absolutely going to promote you. And I'm not only going to promote you, I'm going to edify you. Okay. I do not like when people want to work with us and when it is time to do any type of promotion, growth, just expanding and having conversations where you are in the right rooms, because we are amazing at creating a room virtually, physically, whatever it is. We create the right rooms, and I don't care if it's only 10 people in a room. I guarantee you, them 10 people is the ones you needed to know. I guarantee you, no matter what walk of life.
No, that's facts.
We curate the room. We are curators.
And it's funny because those rooms that turn to 10, they turn to 100 real fast. Like.
And even if
I was on the fade. I was on the fade.
Phone number. There's so many people you will never have access to that you have the opportunity to always say, I know this person. I can call this person. I can get their phone number. They follow me. We used to do in our networking event, go around the room, tell me who you are, what you do, what's your Instagram. Everybody pull your phone out. While they're saying it, you need to be pulling their stuff up and following right there. If you don't got nothing else from this event, you got 50 more followers. Right. We were very intentional about support and continued support.
She really came to a couple of them.
She did, yeah. And that is
I didn't even have business yet.
And that's all you needed was to be in the right room. It didn't even matter if you had one. Whatever your part of your journey was, we were going to find a way for you to flourish with us. That's true. And that is big on our connectivity. So what I do not appreciate and I do not like is when you have the opportunity to do the one thing and you don't.
Do the one thing.
I'm serious. I don't like that. I think it's very selfish and it's very telling. So I'm big on, it only take me one time to work with somebody. No, I'm never going to work with them again. If I see it all the way through, but it only take me one good time. So when y'all see we ever collaborate with somebody and we never work with them again, or you see they promoting and they still be trying to pull up on stuff and you know good and well we ain't pulling up, it's for a reason. Because I tell Brendan in a heartbeat, no, Paula, the answer is no.
She literally
Do you want me to tell them? Because the answer is no.
She literally texts me that.
Every day, verbatim.
Yeah.
The answer is always no. Because people, and now it's got to the point now where people message Brandon every single day.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They know he has a good heart and they take advantage of that, whether it's personally or professionally. For sure. But they will reach out to Brandon specifically and be like, hey.
They know you get down.
Right.
Or they'll be like, can you ask Marquita? No.
Right.
Because if you got Brandon's number, you probably got mine, or at least got my Instagram.
That's what I was going to say. There's ways to get in touch with you.
Because you knew the answer was going to be no. The answer is no.
It's like when
the child.
Yeah, right. I say, we be a parent. I'm going to dad versus mom. Because mom going to tell me no. That's literally how it goes.
Or actually, sometimes it's vice versa because mom usually a little softer heart and dad going to be that stern. No.
Well, I have big dad energy right here. The answer is no. And they do it all the time. So me and Brandon I have no problem reminding people. Me and Brandon are partners. I don't work for him, and he don't work for me.
Yeah. She has said that verbatim.
I'll tell somebody in a heartbeat. I'll tell you about yourself. I'll tell you what it is, what it ain't, what it's never going to be again. And we're going to get through it. I'm still going to let you shine in front of those who you want to shine for, because I think some people are just groupies. So sometimes you just got to let them have their moment, like with the star of the city or the star of the day. But yeah, I created that opportunity for you. And because like I embrace it, like bask in this ambiance, because you'll never get it again from me.
Once again, verbatim. These are words that she is.
I will tell something. We be in a group chat. First of all, this is my number because we're in a group chat. Enjoy it because it'll never happen again. And send me my stuff. And I'm big on that. I stand on it. Feel how you want to feel about it. Pull up. And that's just that. I don't like it. I do not like it. And to whoever got that, now you know you're not the only one who get it. Everybody gets it. Everybody gets their turn. You mess up, you ain't got to worry about messing up again.
Everybody gets smoke.
You fool me one good time. That's all you need, honey. Yeah, everybody gets the smoke. It's not one person where it's like, she just don't like me.
Right.
No, I don't. But I also don't like them either.
About business.
It is.
So y'all take heed.
Yeah.
For some people, you might have to take that as a lesson.
Take a lesson.
In
Take what you need to do. But don't
everybody
reach out to
can't make
Brandon
business.
asking for stuff
Mhm.
because he's nice. Period. It's not right. First of all, and the way you will continue to stifle your own blessings is while taking advantage of others. Period. Whether it's Brandon or anybody else that you are trying to connect or collaborate with. It comes more from usury than it does from making sure it's authentic and we're all growing together. Yeah. So don't do that. That is why y'all are not as blessed as y'all want to be. Has nothing to do with money or nothing.
And this is why I said to anybody who battles that, because I biggest battle with that. Like, dang, am I not ready for business or whatnot? Because I am how I am. I had to embrace who I am. Therapy helped out with that. God gave me this heart for a reason, right?
Absolutely.
Right?
And we needed the balance, because if it was me,
Facts.
it'd have been 2 people and Brandon would have been doing the podcast by himself. If it was me, I would have made him just go through it and just say whatever. And that's, bitch, be honest, because I just don't have it to, like, if I don't really know you like that.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But once again, just knowing your strengths and your weaknesses or whatnot. So if you battle with that, you do it with what's I forgot the scripture. Brittany probably know better than I do. God tells you to. He tells you to be wise, or go forward, being wise, but at the same time doing your due diligence of making sure you're dealing in wisdom, not wisdom or discernment. I'm sorry, discernment. I'm bad at the Bible. I'm sorry, but it's real though. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna say no joke. But I think that's true. And another thing is boundaries. Set your business boundaries, just like you set your personal boundaries. Mentally, I don't have time for that. I'm taking a break. Physically, no, we can't meet at my house, but we can meet at the coffee shop. We can meet at the library. Time and effort. No, you can't call me anytime. My office hours are from 9 to 5. Like, having basic boundaries is a thing, and standing on like everybody stand on business, but nobody handle it, right? Stand on the business that you say that you want. So if you create this boundary, don't cross it yourself, and don't allow somebody because they going through it, because everybody got a story. Don't do it. You don't have to be their savior.
That's true.
Yeah.
So it's huge to like have your boundaries, create boundaries, and then respect your own boundaries. You have to respect them if you want me to respect them. If you don't respect you, why would I?
Yep, that's good.
That's big.
That's good. And I like that that's on every aspect. Like you said, it's not even just business. That's personal too.
Yeah.
Have your boundaries and stand on them.
If not, because people will push it to the limit. They will push past your boundaries just to see if it's really a boundary.
Yep.
You make that mistake with me, honey. If you cross that mark,
stay
on there. Because I'm gonna tell you I'll tell you from the jump. Don't mess this up. Don't let me down. Just like LMA.
And I'm laughing because she really said that, y'all. She really said that.
First time I met this man.
First day.
Don't waste my time.
First day. I'm like, damn, who the...
How's your block game this bad?
I do block. Oh, no, I don't block you. I need you to see my success. I just won't answer. I'm big on that. Like, you want to watch it, because if you're going to torture yourself, you have the opportunity. Remind yourself you have the opportunity to do this. So you will never not be in a room. I will never exclude you from a room. Wow. Though I prefer that you don't be there and kind of ruin it for me. Right. I would never ruin the opportunity for you, because it's a learning lesson. That's and you have the opportunity to be with me. You chose not to. So see me.
Exactly. Yeah, okay. You want. For
sure.
That's on every angle.
Come see, because
that's
you had it.
Business
Absolutely.
Too,
that's beneficial, babe. I tell people in a heartbeat, you could have been here. Like them blue signs where they used to promote them trips. You should be here. Yep. It's it. No, you know what I'm saying? I might introduce you, but if I do, I'm going to be like, this is, what's your name again? I don't know you from where? Ooh, elementary school.
I can see you doing that.
Oh, yeah, I love that big pun. I don't know you, man.
So, ladies, I want to ask you a question and we'll close it out. So, for y'all, what is the most important thing when it comes to collaborating with others that you want people to know?
I think you guys already touched on it, though. Just being selective of who you collaborate with. And I think that I'm a big believer in God. We all are. I think that prayer and definitely discernment will take you further than anything else in life, because that you can use for business, relational, friendship, family. That goes on every every aspect of any type of relationship whatsoever. And that's what I base my own podcast from. You know, that's what I base, you know, relational, anything that I have going on in my life is hearing from God, and the Holy Ghost will literally lead you and guide you. So that's what I go off of.
That's good.
That's true. I mean, I teach this. I just taught this last week, so we're gonna go back to it. Make it easy. Put the E in easy. First of all, you have to educate yourself. Understand what your strengths and weaknesses are, what their strengths and weaknesses are. And I know it gets cliche to talk about a SWOT analysis, but those opportunities are going to help you build your weaknesses, and the threats that are potential threats, your strengths will be able to pull that through. So understanding who you are and who they are and come into it. I also like to engage. If this is the first time I talk to you, don't ask me for nothing. Or how long have you been following me? How long have you been supporting me? What do you know about me?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
That's good.
Edify. I want to hear, because I'm going to tell you about yourself, and I'm going to tell you all the amazing things that I think that I see in you, whether you see it in yourself. And I do that all the time.
No.
I'm absolutely going to do it.
Real quick, I was going to say that because, you know, I was in church and Pastor said where he said God will use your gifts, and then the gifts can, you know, have opposite direction. Because Marquita has a gift of edification, but let her get upset with you. You're going to hear it. You're going to be all bad. You're going to be like, dang, I ain't know about myself. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of go through. I throw it out there because your edification game is on point. But I was seeing, I'm like, I from the back, other people like, damn. You know, you be in lunchroom like, dang. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
So, yeah.
I be trying to reel it back in. I be trying to tell them this is what I see in you. And then sometimes people show me who they really are. And I say, you know what? I was wrong. I did get my eyes done. But, you know, I could be wrong. So let me just show you what you show me, that you see in you. Let me just put this mirror up. Either way, I'm going to show you the mirror. You can't get mad at the mirror because of the reflection. So it's on you. And that's just honest. On top of that, so we had edification, education. What else did we say?
2 3s.
Enlightenment. Right? When you come with me, have a plan. Make my aha moment happen. I don't care if we're doing a joint podcast, we're co-sponsoring something, we're doing a joint giveaway. What does collaboration look like? And then expectations. When we know what it looks like, let specifically say, this is my role, this is your role, this is when I want this due. On top of this is when I want this due. This is how much I'm going to put into it, whether it's time, money, or energy. This is how much I expect you to put into it, time, money, or energy. And then we also need to have some type of extra, right? So I like people who definitely do what they say they're going to do. That's the least you could do. But I love when people under promise and over deliver. So the extra comes when we do this after action meeting. I'm big on, let's see, first of all, how we can keep it going and what we ain't never gonna do again. So I need us to have that extra time after the fact of collaborating to say, hey, here's some process improvements. Here's something about customer retention. Here's how we're going to follow up. And just tell the people who came, thank you. I think a big thing that people miss on business is thank yous. Right. We work so hard to get the sale, and we lose the customer. We lose the loyalty. We lose the referral because we do not say thank you. Appreciation could do a whole lot more for you. Even if your service was bad or whatever. If you reach back out to me, and then you're like, hey, Marquita, I want to do a survey. Tell me what you thought about it. Tell me some ways I can get better for you. Because at the end of the day, and at the beginning of the day, I'm leading with service. I want to be my best self only because it benefits you. Because as long as you're good, I'm going to be great. So I got to make sure all of y'all are good. How do you feel about this? If y'all haven't, anybody who came to David Shands or even signed up for David Shands got an after action survey. And an invite to our next room to be in. And that was huge because, again, it's always, hey, we doing this, we got this going and that going, and it's some bull stuff. Now it's 20 people in the room, ain't nobody talking again, and it's like, this was lackluster at best, you know? And it's really because you're not pouring into the people. You're always leading with, what can you do for me? What can you do for me? What can you do for me? It's not about you. And business is never about you. And if people start that businesses a lot because they're like, I don't want to work for nobody else. That ain't why you start a business, because if you start a business, you're absolutely working for somebody else. You work for every freaking customer you got.
That's facts.
And you're working for those who you're sponsoring, those who you're asking to be a sponsor. That don't even have nothing to do with brand. Like, me and Brandon have moved so far into business, right? Our next thing is branding. period.
Yeah.
And it's more so about big corporate sponsors, because y'all know we got them all. We know we can do that. We got celebrity influencers. We know we can do that. Now it's like, well, dang, how can I really take your business to the next level? How can I get this real sponsor? Not to say that, lower level sponsorships aren't appreciated, because they absolutely are. Absolutely. But I'm trying to get you a check. Who you want? We know how can we activate this brand or create more brand awareness? We have those kind of conversations all day and night. And shout out to you, because you actually still answer. But we have those conversations like, okay, who are we going to get for this? Who are we going to get for that? What venue can we use? What big corporation can we get to pour into us? How can they be activated in that process? And so many people don't lead with service. So the last thing I'll say is service and sacrifice. Sacrifice your time, money, energy. Serve your way to success.
That makes good.
How about you? What you think?
Yeah.
No, I'll close it out. And this is, so me and you, we've been working for a while now. And we have seen other collaborations or other teams go by the wayside. And if nothing else, people know that we are more than just a business. We're like a family here. You know what I'm saying? And we have stood the test of time. You know what I'm saying? And I like to credit that to one. Everyone plays a role here. You know what I'm saying? Everyone knows their strengths. No one try to overstep anyone else. Yeah. And we're collectively, even though we are individuals in our own lane doing our own thing, we collectively are saying we're trying to pursue this. We're trying to do this together and whatnot. And I just like everyone to know that when it comes to collaboration, one, share a vision. We have a shared vision. We set this thing out. We said we want to give a platform to those who didn't, because there's outlets, there's all type of media, but we have a platform that I feel like is unique than anything else in the city, because we give that shine to those who don't get it any other place.
Not you trying to hype yourself.
I was trying myself. My bad. Yeah, but that's needed though. No, but honestly, because there's no other platform like ours. I don't care what anyone else tells you. And we see that, and now that it's come to fruition, not everyone else sees it. We've seen it before, anyone else seen it. And I thank God for that, because what's the field of dream we say, you build it, they will come.
It's a lie.
It's a lie, but at the same time, it kind of isn't, because as we grown, remember it was me and you in the beginning, the kid came along, then Steve. I'm sorry, Arlo, then Steve.
Yeah, Arlo first.
You know what I'm saying? Then Michelle. You know what I'm saying? All these people who. You know what I'm saying? They came along.
Yeah, they did just organically. Gotta order your steps for sure.
Absolutely.
All you gotta do is move your feet. But if you move your feet, your steps are already ordered. It's gonna happen, or it's gonna happen.
Absolutely.
That's good.
And you know what I'm saying? And God has blessed us this since then. So y'all are witness of history. And I'm not saying that's to be boastful or like that, but I feel like as y'all see our progression, as y'all see y'all heard the story, it's still being written.
Yeah.
And and if nothing else, I believe all our stories shows people it's possible. And as you watch the journey of the pull-up experience, you see what's possible yet again. You know? So just continue watching. Because, you know what I'm saying, it's going to get gooder and gooder. I just got to say that.
That's definitely a branded
That says it. That needs to be said.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to speak for both the ones that's viewing and a partial member of the pull-up experience. We thank you guys so much for just taking the vision and taking off with it, through good, bad, and ugly. You guys stuck it in there. You helped to create these friendships / family that we now are, whether it be our online viewers. And for the pull-up experience, that is expanded to, this number that we're at right now, man. You guys, awesome. Y'all need y'all flowers.
Y'all
flowers for sure. Because, this took y'all two getting together and saying, let's do it. And that's where the pull-up experience was birthed at and has grown all these years, you know what I mean? And years to come.
Thank you.
No, absolutely. And like I said, it's
us.
And it's,
the group.
and it's up from here.
Yeah, it's up
from here.
Yeah, I'm
it's up
claiming
here.
that.
Absolutely. And I just love, like I said, we're all doing an interview thing. And I can't wait for the day I want to see Brittany doing her Wendy Williams one day. And we're going to talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
What Williams,
She's not messy.
That's messy,
y'all know that's not me. But yes, I would love to see Beauty Toe go to new levels.
Yeah.
Probably gonna have to give a Beneficial Bay.
I got some stories for you. I'll tell you all about how Beneficial Bay got started. We're gonna need some 2-1 for that talk.
Yeah, but I love that, because once again, and I just thank God, because like if a person don't see it, I know I see it. I see the greatness in them and whatnot, and I just love that individually, because like Michelle, I don't think y'all understand. Michelle told me the other day, she called me like, man, listen, since I've been with y'all, I done got this many clients. And her business is growing. And like, that's what I love hearing.
Yeah.
Like this is bigger than just us or whatnot.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And like you said, the business, the collaboration we got, the relations we have, we developed.
You can't, like you can't.
No price.
You couldn't have prayed for a better network.
Yeah.
And it's like you say, it's crazy story. This weekend, I found out one of our network members was like my actual cousin, which is crazy.
Oh yeah,
Shout out to my cousin.
What's crazy though?
That is so crazy. You gotta go all the way out of town to find out you got family in town, down the street. That is dope though, because I always loved her anyways. But it was our connection.
Yeah, and once again, and you know what, and you're right, and this I would encourage anybody to create a network. Because I hands down believe you have the greatest network next to David Shan. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? He has the greatest network. You know what I'm saying?
He do. I mean, they're dope for sure. But we got our own. I don't know. It's something about the swag that Cleveland has. Yeah. It's just unmatched.
That's right.
You don't gotta beg for it. You like literally, it's just here, and you can't go nowhere else and experience Cleveland. Yeah. Which, for whatever that's worth, because some people want to run away, but home, like the ones that's doing it and like really showing us like it's possible, because just like we're somebody's it's possible, we got so many people who we've been able to interview to show us, like introduce us just to new ideas. The last business meeting we had, the dinner where we were talking about $1 million days, $1 million months, like that was something crazy to me. And just to sit there and like strategize, like, okay, this is what we're doing, it brought a whole new level of like we can do this.
No, absolutely.
We've done it. Like, we were here.
Yeah, no, and like I said, it's only up from here. And like I said, and like I said, this is a special episode because it's not too often we get a chance to talk amongst ourselves.
First of all, it's hard to get us in the room together.
Yeah, no, it's fact. So this is very much needed. You know, so I thank you, ladies.
You're welcome.
And if nothing else, we learn to pivot too. And I'm like, well, we got some free time. Let's do an episode. And I love how David has said while he was here, he talking about how literally his podcast serves as a way to show the history of him, not the history of him, but
but you know, true progression for sure.
Yeah. And I feel like we'll look at the episodes and we'll be like, man, remember what was it? We was in Two You Wines, you know, the tilt wall. Now we you know what I'm saying? We got drones in there.
We got the big back banner.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. We'll be able to look back at those moments and just not get too far ahead of ourselves, but just say, man, I remember those days.
Yeah, that gratitude is everything. That attitude of gratitude and just saying yes, like she said, just Lord, whatever you got coming, I'm in awe of all that you have done and all that you have made sure you haven't done in this journey. Because again, we talk about the grace we get, because we do get way more than other people, but we got so much more mercy. And we don't reflect on all of the stuff that we've been shielded from. We have not fallen out. If I cuss you out, it's like a plaything, because you...
Man, you curse me. You cuss me.
When have I cussed you out?
You have cursed
in real life.
I think you have been upset with me.
Absolutely, I'm always upset with you. That's not the same thing. I never went. No. Twitter fingers on you.
No, you never went.
Okay.
I give you that.
Yeah, because you know I got it in me.
Yeah, I know you do.
And brother got it in him too, y'all. He just nicer. He usually be like, sick him. Hey, did you see? Now I gotta go back and try to read and catch up so I can cuss somebody out. But y'all don't. He don't want to say that part.
Yeah, because you know the poo shites man. That's Marquita.
Yeah, that's his favorite meme. That is my favorite. It's time to get Victoria together.
That's right. Because I know I'm calling. You know what I'm saying? I already know what time it is. You gotta know who's your low dog. You know what I'm saying?
I am not the low dog.
No, that's real. That is you. That's you. You know, you gotta brace it. You know.
But we have been shielded. We have put a lot into it, but we have not had to financially go into dire straits for this. No. We still operate off of iPhones. Like, people don't realize that we really try.
Don't be putting it out there like that. Don't be putting it out there like that.
When you pull up, you're going to see. Like, and what's so dope? Our 200th episode, we shot it on our iPhone. The same iPhone that 199 4 episodes got shot on. Nobody, we didn't go Hollywood for real. Like, the same thing you got is the same thing he got. The same edification you got, same thing he got. We went out of our way. The same playful banter and Brandon looked like Kirk Franklin. Same thing he got. You know what I'm saying?
And built a platform off of that though.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So yeah, don't minimize.
And don't stop yourself.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Nah, this is good, y'all.
This was great.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, we want to thank you once again, y'all.
Thank y'all.
For watching, staying tuned, and like Marquis said, those of y'all who've been here since episode 1, and now we are past episode 200.
Yeah, that's amazing. And then they're family for life.
Yeah.
Look at Kim. Look at Allbomb. Shout out to Allbomb.
Shout out to Kim, man.
And I need some back rub, but shout out to Allbomb.
Yeah, shout out to Kim, man.
Our network
I
is
love
so
Kim.
dope. We put out an ask. We put out an idea. I put out an idea. And I put out the ask to the pull-up experience.
Yeah.
All I asked was we use our 6 degrees of separation to make one thing happen. Allbomb said, "Oh, my daughter knows this person. I could probably make that happen." Brittany says, "Oh, my person knows that person. I could probably make that happen. Let's just see. The worst they can say is no."
Yeah.
And that is a testament to just the family that we've created. We did a good job.
Yeah,
all our babies. We did that, y'all.
Yeah, and like I said, God is good. And like I said,
Yeah.
and we'll use that episode, like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, 200 episodes. And, like, I don't never want to minimize or get jaded to the point where we just don't take out time to think about that. Like,
Yeah, you gotta definitely thank God for the blessing.
Yeah,
I think a lot of times we go asking in prayer instead of thanking in prayer. You gotta lead with the
you
thank
gotta
you.
lead with
Start with the
That's
thank you.
it.
And then, you can work your way to whatever that ask is. But for real, be so grateful for what you got, because
That's true.
it was times where we said this is what we wanted.
yeah.
It was truly like, and after a while, I'm not gonna lie to you, by like episode 80, I'm like, we probably ain't never gonna get tomorrow. And that is my honest to God truth. I had stopped asking for it, because at one point we used to say almost every episode we would call this man name, like, Dave, when you come on our show, we're doing X, Y, Z. I clipped it up, and I went all the way back to 2021, our first DMs, where he was like, "Hey, I want to be Dave and Donnie. Hey, did you see this clip from Dave?" And I would send him stuff from Donnie or stuff like, "See, Donnie took a break too, so mind your business."
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we used to be so serious in the beginning, like, they're coming on this show, we're getting them. And after a while, like maybe by like 80, I probably was like, I had so many other people on the list, on our hit list. I was like, if we get them, fine. If we don't, fine. And then me being on sabbatical, as always, Brandon calls me. He's like, "Yo, I'm like, what is wrong with you? You ain't gonna believe who we got." I'm like, okay. Who? I hope you and Brittany have fun. And he's like, "Nope, we're doing this. We said this from the jump."
Yeah.
And I'll be doggone. We had a meeting that Monday, and
It was
grew
all
its
off
own
of that.
legs.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what my homie for life. Like, hey, my favorite. This is a movie I watched called The Town, right? And it's a part of the movie with a guy tells his best friend, he's like, "Man, we about to do some crazy stuff. I don't need you to ask what we about to do, who we about to do it to. Don't ask no questions." And my man, the only thing he says is like, "Who car we taking?" That's it. That's all he asks.
That is how we move.
Literally, my kid, she's like, she didn't ask no details. Like, Monday, bet I'm there or what. That was it.
And we both were supposed to be like, actually, we were both presenting that Monday, and we had to move around our schedule.
Yep,
He like,
and
"You're going to be there," and I was like, "Well, I'll be there."
Listen.
I had to switch my whole schedule around for that. But yeah, it was. I could not have paid for a better experience.
Yeah.
I could not have, and I'm grateful that you did what you were supposed to do. You did not let me down yet.
Hey, listen. That mean, you know what I'm saying? You put the fear in me. You know, she's
Shout
like,
out to Genova, because she already had them together.
Yeah. Shout out to Genova. Yeah. No.
We'll talk about that on BT
Yeah, I
Toad.
was gonna say, yeah.
We're going to talk about that on BT Toad.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah,
How
but
Brandon
yeah.
used to spit game in the beginning.
Oh my God. Anyway,
You said to stop.
We go,
I'm about to end the episode before they start. It's getting late. Listen, guys, we want to thank y'all once again
Thank
you.
for just tuning in and just being a great audience. 'Cause once again, y'all showed what was possible. Y'all and I remember when we first started, Marquita would be like, "Look at analytics," because I won't be an analytics guy. Now I'm an analytics guy.
Yeah, now Brandon knows more numbers than
Oh, yeah.
anybody.
Facts.
He can tell you the views, he
I
can
can
tell you the
who,
subscribers.
I can tell you who watching from where, when they drop off, all that good stuff. But I still all I have to say is that I see the progression, and like I've always been a man of faith, but like, that's I don't need faith anymore. Still need faith, but like, I see it in real time.
Yeah.
I see the views. I see
You got the
the
works to
engagement.
go with your faith.
Actually,
The
absolutely.
results
You know what I'm
are
saying?
different, yeah.
And y'all show us that y'all want to see these stories. Y'all want to
Yes.
see the
So make sure y'all watch this whole thing because I'm gonna be looking at the analytics for this one specifically.
Yeah, right. We'll get
I'm
that.
serious. They know I'm serious.
I know you are just one
right. Marquita, why you laughing? Because I know you're serious. I do the same thing.
After this segment, I now know what she says is for.
Right. So
I'm
yeah,
sure y'all
no.
do too. All right.
So we thank y'all. We can't thank y'all
Thank y'all
enough.
so much.
And y'all just stay tuned because, you know what I'm saying, it's just getting gooder and gooder. You know what I'm saying? I don't keep using that word. I'm going to get a shirt. Merch on the way. That's next up.
What is on the way?
Merch.
Oh, I thought you were trying to say the month.
No.
Came out a little fast.
Merch is coming. I've been saying that. Good and good on the hoodie. I've been
It's coming. And they can get the logo right. We'll talk about that on camera. But
All right.
Growing pain. That's another back end episode. We're gonna talk about growing pain.
Yes,
Building
absolutely.
businesses, specifically these podcast businesses.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
People
when you talk about that.
we do because people focus a lot when it comes to your business. People focus on products and they focus on services.
How you
They
got products
focus-
for
platforms.
the
Like you can sell product, service, or platform. Everybody do product or service and can tell you everything about a product or service back and forth. Podcasting is a platform. Networking is a platform. Event spaces and socialization, all of that is a platform. And not enough people talk about the process of continuously improving your platform business.
That's right.
Yep.
So we're going to talk about that another day, y'all, because it's late.
Yeah, no, I got it.
And they got me in the dark.
In
It's
the
the contrast for me.
We in the dark.
The contrast.
We
The
in the
light
dark
skin
too.
jokes, man.
Okay. We don't like to be out here either.
I'm
Okay.
saying, y'all see what they do to me.
That's fine.
And this is how, it's fine.
We all walking out together. We gonna be.
We is.
gonna be-
I hope so. Got me my flashlight.
We,
Otherwise, I'm getting hit.
We'll see y'all next time. All right, y'all.
bye, y'all.
Peace.
Bye.